Hey everyone! Today, we're breaking down something huge, how DeepSeek V4's brand new stable release is literally turning the AI market upside down. Look, if you've been tracking AI, you definitely remember how DeepSeek went totally viral worldwide last year with their R1 model. Well, what they just dropped is a whole different beast. We're talking about a full, battle-tested, production-ready release that's basically blowing up developer budgets and industry standards everywhere. Let's dive right in and build a complete picture of exactly what this means for you, for developers, and honestly, for the entire tech landscape.
Okay, let's start with the most mind-blowing number we have today, 14 cents. Seriously, 14 cents per 1 million input tokens for their new V4 Flash model. Just let that sink in for a second. In a world where computing costs can literally choke a startup to death, this completely shatters everything we thought we knew about what high-quality AI inference is supposed to cost.
And that right there is exactly why that 14-cent tag is making such waves. People in the industry are officially calling this the open weight price floor. Basically, DeepSeek isn't just slapping a price tag on their own product, they're essentially strong-arming every other company in the open weight space to slash their prices just to stay competitive. They've drawn a massive line in the sand, setting a totally new baseline for what developers should expect to pay for baseline intelligence.
Section 1. V4 exits preview mode.
So this definitely wasn't some overnight surprise drop. Back in April of 2026, DeepSeek actually put V4 out in preview mode, giving us two distinct flavors to play with, V4 Pro and V4 Flash. Then through June, these models were put through the ringer, getting rigorously battle-tested in actual, live production environments. And now, arriving in July 2026, they've officially crossed the finish line and earned that highly coveted stable label.
But here's the crucial thing you really need to take away from this stable release. DeepSeek explicitly stated that this update brings, quote, functional enhancements and performance improvements, meaning this isn't just some marketing gimmick where they slapped a stable sticker on the old April preview code. No way. We're talking about major, tangible engine upgrades under the hood that make the model fundamentally sharper than it was just a few months ago.
Section 2. The open weight price floor. If you are building an AI product right now, you need to commit these API costs to memory immediately. For the V4 Flash model, you're looking at 14 cents per million input tokens and just 28 cents per million output tokens. I mean, if you're trying to budget for a massive application that's going to get heavy user traffic, these numbers completely rewrite your financial modeling. It's a real game changer. It means budget-conscious developers can finally scale up without waking up in a cold sweat over an astronomical server bill at the end of the month.
Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Okay, sure, it's cheap, but is it actually smart? Well, they absolutely did not sacrifice quality to get that price down. The V4 Pro Max version just dropped a staggering 80.6% on the respected SWE-bench verified benchmark. And for those who might not know, that is an incredibly rigorous coding test. Hitting over 80% proves that DeepSeek isn't just cheap, it is genuinely, fiercely powerful when it comes to complex reasoning and heavy coding tasks.
Section 3. Surge pricing and speed. So how exactly are they pulling this off? Well, to sustain these costs, they've introduced a fascinating new structural mechanic alongside this stable release, peak hour pricing. To manage their server load, DeepSeek is basically acting like a public utility company now. During Beijing's busiest business hours, which run from 9 a.m. to noon, and then 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., your API usage gets charged at double the off-peak rate. It works exactly like dynamic pricing on a power grid. Rates go up when demand is surging and drop down when things are quiet. This dynamic, utility-style billing creates a really interesting optimization puzzle for developers. You've got your ultra-low standard off-peak rates on one hand, and those doubled peak hour rates on the other. What this means in practice is that if you're running heavy asynchronous workloads, things like bulk data processing or massive batch generation, you're going to want to carefully schedule those tasks completely outside of Beijing business hours to lock in those incredibly low baseline costs.
Oh, and a super quick technical PSA before we look at the speed upgrades. The old model names DeepSeek-Chat and DeepSeek-Reasoner are officially dead and retired. If you've got legacy apps running on those aliases, they are going to break. You need to immediately jump in and update your code to point to the new tags,
Pro and V4 Flash,
V4-Flash,
arriving in April 2026.
So definitely make sure you get that updated
the new
today.
standard.
All right, let's talk speed. Because honestly, dirt cheap costs mean absolutely nothing if the model keeps your users staring at a loading screen. Thanks to a massive internal optimization they're calling DSpark, inference speed has skyrocketed by 60 to 85%. That means the model responds significantly faster than the preview versions we saw earlier, making it a remarkably snappy, production-ready solution that won't leave your UI hanging.
Let's zoom out a bit for Section 4, ripples across the industry.
This launch is sending massive geopolitical and industry-wide shockwaves across the entire AI landscape. It's forcing an immense amount of pricing pressure onto US giants like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. I mean, when one company offers this much coding power for just 14 cents a million tokens, those competitors are forced to frantically reevaluate their own value propositions. At the very same time, it definitively proves the absolute maturity of China's AI ecosystem, showing that globally competitive top-tier production models are being deployed right now, creating a truly multipolar AI market.
So, boiling this whole explainer down, we really have 3 critical takeaways. Number 1, budget-conscious developers finally have a top-tier, production-grade option that can handle incredibly complex reasoning. Number 2, this release has essentially set a permanent price floor that is going to force a ripple effect of price drops across the global industry. And number 3, it proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that China's AI ecosystem has moved way beyond just publishing theoretical research papers and into shipping highly disruptive, tangible products.
Which leaves us staring at the ultimate question. With that staggering 80.6% coding score, the new utility-style pricing, and inference costs sitting at an unbelievable 14 cents, are you ready to migrate your next project to DeepSeek V4? Does that aggressive pricing outweigh the headache of maybe having to rewrite your application logic around Beijing business hours? Think carefully about how this incredible open-weight price floor affects your own tech stack. Keep optimizing, keep building, and let's see how this disrupts everything we know about AI costs moving forward.